nostrils. In a good way.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm going to be honest with you. That smells like pure gasoline.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
I love that clip, man. I love that clip. How you doing, everybody? I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today. Man, I'm ruining the branding already. Welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube comic book community channel. Guy, let me put this thing. I only spent 3 hours working on this stupid overlay. Let's get it back up there. Home of the YouTube comic book community guide. Now, this is the show where I'm going to give you my top picks from the sea of comic content that was released today. Then I'm going to run down a lineup of content creators that are either releasing, premiering, or going live. Now, to end today's show, we're going to grab a random package from that crazy, stupid pile of comics in a segment titled, and the branding is not ready. You know what? Forget it. It's called What's in the Box already. I don't even think I have my light on. Yeah. All right. Now we're cooking. How about some background music? Man, one of these days I might actually get this broadcast right. And boy, will that be something, won't it? Anyway, where was I? I got my background music. I got the light on me. I got my free t-shirt from 3 Men in a Basement, Comics and Collectibles, size large. Man, these guys are great. They just broke 1,000 subscribers. They're dropping great content every day. And just to prove to everybody that this is a live show, I got to hit the chat, baby. And the first one in the chat was the immortal Biggie Shack. Man, thanks for stopping in this morning. James Watson was here. Geek, where's my fake cigar? Geek aficionado. Man, I'm gonna have a cigar one day when I actually say that. Dylan's comic book rants is in the house. Thank you for stopping in. Hawaiian Punch, 36 Chambers. Oh, I don't have my cup. Man, I've been sporting that 36 Chambers cup. Goats 99 is here. Fire Davis, the Comics Club, Metarog, Huggably Soft. Man, we got a great house tonight. Metaphoricals here. Tom's Comic Books and Reviews. Speedy Showcase. Okay. Wait a minute. What is that? Speedy Showcase of Comics. Wait a minute. Wasn't this like a totally different name yesterday? Yes, it was. And we will get to that when I get to the lineup. So who else have we got in the chat? I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Super Russ is popping in. Thank you for joining us. I spent some time on this overlay. What do you guys think? I'm going to take a moment to take an awkward sip of coffee. Ode to Pocan Joe. Excellent. All right. So this is what we got planned for today. I'm basically going to show you my homepage. If you're not checking out my homepage on YouTube, you're missing out, man. I've turned the whole page into a huge community shout out, and it starts with 2 major playlists. And I'm going to share them with you now, but I want to acknowledge something. This is the first ever live stream on Facebook. And I don't know, probably nobody watching, but still, I'm going to start scheduling these. StreamYard lets you schedule to multiple locations. So I'm streaming this to the Discovery Bay Comics page on Facebook. And if there's anybody joining me, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And let's get to the lineup. Man, that's enough of that, right? Now, let's see if this works. Man, I spent some time on this, folks. I'll tell you what. Let's see. Share screen. Application. I'm going to share my homepage. I'm going to swap the branding. It should all line up. I don't know. We're going to see. Okay. Now, we're going to start. Actually, I'm going to start with my top picks because there's a couple of channels in here I want to shout out. And when I talk about my top picks, I talk about these channels have been discovered. Yeah, I just got to use that thumbnail. I put a lot of time into that one. Anyway, so on my top picks, I had to leave yesterday's Bueller up, man. The video before this one, Bueller does this release. The video before is his most watched version of this. This one has got to beat it, folks. If you haven't watched it, it's number 1 of my top picks. Go ahead and hit it. It's a great one. Now, after that, another one that was yesterday, but I had to leave up for my man Dylan because he's killing it, bro. There's only 68 views on this. I know it's got to get over 100. Let's go check out Dylan's comic book rants. Now, Fish and Freaks Comics. I couldn't sleep last night. Got up in the middle of the night. Boom. Fish and Freaks Comics was on like at midnight. Checked out his review of Far Sector 1. I liked it. He was very detailed. Give him a check. He's only got 11 views on that. Hey, there's this new channel out there called Two Brothers Comics. And if you're not checking out their channel, not only are their thumbnails nice, these guys are hilarious. They might be doing comedy soon. I don't know. Now, Barbarian Kung Fu cleaned a comic book with a knife. Yes, not a razor blade, man. He flipped over like a knife, like he was going to shank you a knife. And he took that sticker off there like a surgeon. So yeah, I wouldn't be messing with Barbarian Kung Fu in an alley. And then, of course, we got Gem Mints dropped Mortal Kombat Funko Pop Haul. And I don't understand, man, but his stuff is fire. And somebody gave him like a bunch of thumbs down, and that video was cool. Now, I still got queued up. Haven't gotten to him yet, but I got Bub's Comics, Aggressively Relaxing. Man, I almost feel like we should just watch this together. But if you're not watching these, spam call review. So someone calls him, you know how you get these calls, right? And he starts going into comic book talk, and it's hilarious. And then the final thing I've got in my top picks, I've got MCE's Funko Casino Funko Pop Mystery Box. Definitely going to check that out today. Now, let's get to the lineup and find out what's on today. Today at 2:35 p.m. Pacific, 5:35 p.m. Eastern, I'm not sorting books today, folks. No. I've got my very first ever CGC unboxing. And it's going to be crazy because I don't know what's in it. I know I submitted 2 moderns. I submitted 2 moderns to be cleaned and pressed, and I submitted 2 silvers. And the silvers I had the special labels on, so I think this is just the 2 moderns. But man, if you're bored, come on back here. I called it the community hangout and chat because there's only 2 books in the box, so it can't take that long. All right, anyway, let's see what's on after me. I know there's some stuff on after me today. And at 3 p.m., so actually at the top of the hour, let's do it again. Let's go over to DS Comics and check out what he's got going on because he's got a CGC unboxing for Bronze Age. And come on, we just got to admit, we all love a good CGC unboxing, don't we? Okay, next up at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, over at Billy's Economics and Comics, he's premiering a video titled The Top 10 Movies of 2019, Film Critic versus Movie Watcher. Best movies of 2019. So now if you're not familiar with Billy, he actually does a great series of movie reviews. And he's going to talk about all the different movies that he reviewed last year. And that one's actually going to be pretty good. So real quick, let me hit the chat here. We're in the middle of the lineup. Fish and Freaks Comics says, hey, man, thanks, JB. Love it. Wolf Blitz is here. How you doing, man? Good luck, man. I'm going to need it. Come back at 2:30 and see what's in this box. All right. Let's get back to the lineup. After that, Donnie, my man Mastodon, is going live again. And if you didn't check him out yesterday, you know what we're talking about when I talk about the truth. Donnie sit down and just tell you like it is. And I love it. I love it. Going to the Chapel number 4, his review. Looking forward to that one. Now, after Donnie, we have got at 6 p.m., we got a couple of shows. First up, live. Ooh, you know what? I got to give the man his due because he deserves it. Coming up, I didn't delete it, did I? Oh no, where's it at? I had his intro bumper all queued up and now it's not here. I replaced it with somebody else's. Oh, I don't have it queued up. That's embarrassing. You know what? I'll have it queued up on the next show because at the break of my CGC unboxing, we're going to go over the lineup, see if there's any changes. But come on, man. Come on, man. I got to give him a freaking thumbs up right now. Anytime you've got the word bangers in the description, you know it's going to be good. So, Comic Head 84 is going live with the introducing the 84 box, the comic variety box with guaranteed bangers. And man, that's going to be good. I will make sure I have your intro bumper queued up next time. Now, hey, JB, what the hell is this? Speedy's Reviews. Who is this guy? Comic Ron, who hasn't changed his logo yet because you can still see it right here. It says Comic Ron in the logo. He used to own a comic book store, and he was referenced by Speedy. So he asked what I thought, and I said, hey, man, you're only 60 subs in. Change it. Go for it, man. It's never too late to change the name. So he did, and he is going live today with Speedy's Reviews Episode 1. Actually, didn't you do a review Episode 1 yesterday? Anyway. Also at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, over at the Lonely Banter YouTube channel, they're going live with a stream titled Lonely with Friends, Episode 12, Rise of the Resistance Review and Huge Announcement. All right. Now, here's one I'm really looking forward to. At 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, my man, Big Will. You know how I feel about Big Will. He's going live with a stream titled The Big Show, Episode 3 with Sam's Tangled Web. The architect himself. That deserves a thumbs up without even seeing it, just based on those two alone. Now, at 7 p.m. Pacific, this is cool. This is a new thing he's starting, and it was fun, and it's going to be fun every Thursday. Thursday night, Burke Family 54 Comics, hashtag Forever Nasty, is going live with the Thursday night chat in 500 sub party. And I'll be there. I'm going to be checking it out. I hope you guys join us because it's going to be fun. What else have I got? I don't see anything else in the lineup. I'll be more than happy to highlight any comments in the chat, but I just want to throw out tonight, one more time, folks, JB's going live. Disco After Dark, the third time today he's going to be going live. Look at that. Immortal Biggie Shack's already got a little comment in there. I love you. I love you, Biggie Shack. I don't know who's going to be on tonight. The show always changes. It's always a good time. It really depends on which guests come on. This is the homepage. Like I mentioned, we've got today's community live streams is a playlist that I maintain all day long. I'm constantly updating this. Today's community top picks is maintained all day long. And then I've got another playlist for guest appearances because JB likes to show up on everybody's streams. And then there's one more for shout outs. And hey, if you want to shout out the channel, you'll end up right here in this playlist on this page. All right, well, that's it for the lineup. And let me go ahead and change that overlay back to the other one I spent all that time on. And let's hit the chat. All right. Woo! What you guys think? That was a pretty decent lineup, man, right? You like how I keep my thumbnails? Oh, I can't even get these guys right here. Oh, no, that way over here. First day. Anyway, so let's see if there's anybody else popped in the chat. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. C. Wood. You know what I'm doing right after this show? I am doing it after the show. I'm reading my paper dolls because I will be ready. C. Wood, I will be ready. I'm reading my paper dolls. I'll be ready for the show on Monday night. And if you're joining me in the chat and you say, what the hell are you talking about? Every Monday night, I am on Comic-Core at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern in a great show called Modern Men. And at the end of the show, the chat actually suggests books for us to read. We throw them in a randomizer. And this week, Paper Girls 1 came up, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, I'm going to be reading all the other things I had to run out to go pick up yesterday because even though I got 14 comics from the boys over at Chino Comics and More, I still had to run out to the local LCS and get stuff I can't wait to show up in the mail. One of them was Batman. I'm going to save that for tonight, guys. I don't really want to talk about Batman right now. Next is Excalibur. I'm going to be reading that one and all of our X titles. Fallen Angels, New Mutants, and X-Force. Anybody that read these without any spoilers, tell me which one was the best. Also, I've got The Clock as a suggested read, and I love Battle Pug, and I know Metaphorical didn't. And if you didn't watch last night's Disco After Dark, Metaphorical was fantastic. Hey, he's here today, man. Thank you very much. He actually dropped the Discord. Yes, thank you. Yes, we're going to talk about Discord probably, and I think I like that as a topic for the late night show for sure. All right, who else have we got in the chat? Bubs Comics is here. Says, hey, man, that's a nice lineup, isn't it? Hey, that is a great idea. You know, hold on. Let me get it ready. Make sure I got it ready. So I had Bubs Comics on Disco After Dark, and you know, he mentioned to me, and I had seen it, that the community wanted the lineup back. And I said, you know, it takes too long to process. It takes too long to edit. It takes too long. And he goes, do it live. Bubs says, do it live. And I said, Bub, but not everybody gets their stuff in. And he goes, you know what, JB? Just do it. Eventually, they're going to get their stuff in. And there you go. I agree with you, man. It's been fantastic. I like the new format. I hope you do too. I need to scan the chat right now if there's anything that's coming up tonight that either you haven't posted yet or I forgot. Go ahead and hit it in the chat so I can highlight it for anybody who's watching this on the rewind. All right. Is there one of those titles that is considered the best? Oh, you're caught up now. Okay, you're caught up. I would say the first 2 issues of X-Men are not so good. I'd say X-Force has been fire pretty much throughout. What's the other ones? Man, I almost drop New Mutants every week, but don't, because they have great cliffhangers at the end. Fallen Angels, Excalibur is a storyline that I'm having a tough time following too, but all in all, I think they're good. Man, I feel like I'm crushing them now, man. All right, what else we got in the chat? X Factor. I like the X Factor. I'm telling you, X Factor I think was one of the stronger ones. Even though I know that the main guy is on New Mutants. Hickman is on New Mutants. It's just I don't really care about those characters. It's tough. It's tough when you don't care about a character. Anyway, what else have we got going on today? I've gone over both things. We need to still open up a box from this crazy, stupid pile of comics. And let's get someone in the chat to give me a number between 1 and 23. 1 and 23. Bam! Oh, there it is. This is one. Metarog. Okay. I was asked recently by Comic Ron, who changed his name, just today. He wants to do a contest. And he goes, Jose, JB, what do I got to do a contest? To which I replied, 2 things. Come up with some rules and then get a hold of Metarog. Because Metarog, every Thursday, provides a great service to our community by putting together this video. It's the Comic Contest Roundup. And if you want to know what's going on in the comic book community, this is the one video you need to watch. Also, if you plan on having a contest or you see that he missed a contest, hit him up because he'll throw it in there. All right, now we're getting some numbers in here from the chat, and Big Will went with A11. That's a running joke, by the way. A11 keeps getting chosen every night on Disco After Dark. But we're going to go with Biggie Shack 17. 17. I thought issue 3 was meaningless for X-Men. Issue 2 mattered for Hickman overall mythology. You're probably right. I enjoyed it, issue 4 most so far because I thought the boardroom scene was pretty intense. So we were going with Biggie Shack 17. Oh my goodness. What the hell is this? All right. This is from Carolyn. Carolyn's Short Box Padawan. So this must have been one of her auctions. And let's see what we got from Short Box Padawan. And I'd like to thank the 29 people who are joining me live right now for another edition of What's On Today. I'll be going live again at 2:35 p.m. Pacific for my first ever CGC unboxing and just kind of a hangout chat. Maybe we'll go for an hour or so. I don't know. Maybe we'll cut it short too. If DS is going at the top of the hour, I don't know. We'll play that one by ear. I may have to adjust that time. We may adjust that time. All right. Let's see what we got from Short Box Padawan. Great YouTube community member here, doing some great auctions. And let's see what we got. Yeah, Chaos and Comics and Speedies, right? It was Comic Speedies. No, Comic Ron is going to Speedies. He's going to go with Speedies. Okay, Carter Lee, thanks for joining us. He says the newest New Mutants was hilarious. Conversation with Magique and the 3 characters was awesome, as well as Karma's interaction with the person she fights. Thanks for dropping that great knowledge on that one. I'm looking forward to all of these, which I will definitely going to be hitting up after this stream. Man, I got a lot of books. Did I buy all these books? Are you sure? Short Box, are you sure? Discovery. I just want to make sure these are all mine and that none of these are for man. Discovery Bay was very, very active that day. I wonder if I was drinking. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here from Short Box Padawan in a segment that I like to call What's in the Box Already? All right, so first up, it looks like we've got ourselves, this is definitely what Biggie Shack would classify as a banger. This is a 30-cent Batman. Boom. Man, that's a nice one. Next up, I should probably take the price tags off of these, but it looks like I got some pretty screaming deals here, man. All right. Okay, next one up is Captain Marvel number 59. Gonna fill in really nicely. What happened to my what happened to the tunes here, man? Did we lose the beats? All right, here we go. Next up, we've got, and I like to collect these Secret Wars. Number 5. Web of Spider-Man, number 13 and number 12. Love me some comics. All right. How about Wolverine 67? I remember when she put this up, I jumped over to the box and I was like, do I need it? Do I need it? Do I need it? I need it. Boom. That's going to fill in the run. Oh, very nice. Not cheap, but very nice. Anybody recognize that one? X-Men number 33. All right. Let's see what else we've got here. The Uncanny X-Men 261 and 259. All right. And 291. Let's go with some more. Uncanny 291. Okay, now this is man, this is expensive. What the hell was I doing here? Holy moly. But I think we're gonna have to send this one off to maybe get pressed, but she's really, really pretty. Secret Wars 8. I see one little dent right here. That's a pretty one. Yeah. All right. JB drunk buying again. Hey, man, it happens, Bubs. It happens. We've all been there. Oh, I lost my branding. There we go. Oh, man, I love this one. This is not the first time I bought this book, and this is a cool one. It's that X-Men Special Edition, number 1. Oh, okay, here. JB's. Did I really buy all this stuff? Holy moly. How about a Nova 1? Ooh, Nova 1. Come on now. This is a hell of a box. I should have saved this for a challenge. Holy moly. Next up, 2001, A Space Odyssey, number 1. Okay, couple more books here. We've got another Batman. Another 35-cent Batman number 294. Joker cover, Batman 294. This is a heck of a box. Short box, Padawan. All right, couple more here. Yeah, I like me some Atlas. I don't know about you guys, but I like to stockpile a little Atlas. Scorpion. And the Cougar. Nice. And the final can I show this? I don't know. Yeah, all right, yeah. The final book is a 20-cent DC number 1 of Rima the Jungle Girl. Rima the Jungle Girl. Man, that was a great box. Man, thank you very much. Short box Padawan. I think there might have been a combination of her and Lady Fantastic. Maybe they put them both in the same boxes. I think they were together. So I'm going to give them both a shout out to Short Box and Lady Fantastic for that amazing box that I just opened. Man, I should have saved that for an unboxing challenge. I would have whooped somebody's ass with that box. Holy moly. All right. So, thank you for joining me. As I mentioned, I got a couple things coming up. I will break at the halfway point of my CGC unboxing community chat to go over the lineup again to see if there's any new content that is hitting the YouTubes, as I'll be maintaining those playlists. And as I mentioned, if you're not familiar with the page, go check it out, man. I got a couple playlists up there, shouting out everybody in the community. And if there's anybody who's got something that I missed in the chat right now, before I sign off, go ahead and throw it up there so I can display it for anybody watching on the rewind. And if you are watching on the rewind, thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. This is the first ever broadcast on Facebook. So I don't actually know if there's anybody over there. Is anybody in the Facebook? Is there anybody watching this thing on Facebook? Can I tell if I go over here and check it out? Can I tell? Will they tell me if there's anybody in there? Because I'm live, sure enough. Ooh, I wonder if I watch myself. That's kind of creepy, isn't it? Sure enough, there it is. Hey, there's nobody watching. But hey, it's on. There you go. Check it out. If you're not familiar with the Facebook page, I'm playing around with it. StreamYard lets you stream to multiple places. And since Metaphorical and I are basically gonna undertake the challenge of helping the community do this, what we're doing right now, I figured I better learn how to use it if I want to speak to it. And so that's what we're doing. I'm testing out some of these features in StreamYard so we can talk about them. So, all right. Yes, I did. I got all of them cut up, man. You like that? Huh? Perry's just in the bathroom shaving his head. I love it, man. I love it. So wait a minute. Biggie Shack says he's going live. Hop on over when disco's done. Guess what, Biggie? Perfect timing because I am going to wrap up this show. Read More Comics says he's working on a new video. Today will be up later. This is exactly what I'm talking about. If I could turn this half-hour show into people popping in and then what? I got a Facebook thumbs up. I got 2 of them. Woo! Look at that. That's the first time that's ever happened. But if I could turn this into a half-an-hour show where people from the community pop in and say, hey, I'm doing this. Check me out. Sure. That's what I want to do. That's kind of what I want the show to be. Man, that's kind of cool. Is anybody, I can't tell. Is there any likes on the YouTubes? I don't know. I don't have it up. Let's see. No, it's not even up. It's all right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and close this out because I like to try and keep this under 30 minutes because it makes for a great rewind show. And Dan Piercy's here, man. You got to go check out Dan Piercy's video from yesterday. That was awesome. I got my first. Oh, wow. Andrew Flores. It's faster on Facebook than YouTube. Man, awesome. That is so cool. I got someone on Facebook watching me. This is totally amazing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you very much for watching this edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay. I'm going to be on 2 more times. There's my little thumbnails over there. I'm going to run my outro so I can shout out my Patreon supporters. Thank you very much. And as always, don't forget, we had a good time. Hey, 3 Men in a Basement, Comics Collectibles, thanks for the t-shirt, size large.